I know how hard it is to get your ex back. I know that you want them to come back to you to show you how much they love you, but it's not always the case. And so sometimes you're facing some difficult situation. But today I wanted to do this video because I've helped a client to get her ex back, and she was making a huge mistake. So she was very close to getting back when she contacted me. Her name is Miriam. She's from Morocco. And she came to me and she said, Alex, I was with him for 3 years. Then he started to pull away. He didn't feel the connection. He was not thinking that I was the right one. And he was always mad. He really fought for the relationship. But at the end of the day, he was trying to push her away. And so when she contacted me, she said, Alex, I don't understand. I always tell him I love him, but he doesn't feel it. I always tell him that I will be there for him. I always do what I can. But at the end of the day, I'm voicing how much I love him. And so when you're facing this situation, you don't know what you're doing wrong. So she talked to me about his personality. He's someone that is always giving her a big hug. He was not only focusing on sex. Even after the breakup, they continued to sleep together, and he was hugging her. He was really like showing a presence. And she told me, Alex, I was very close to getting back, but I don't know why he started to pull away. And I say, there is always a reason. It could be the fear. It could be, being busy at work. Maybe he has something in his mind. So please tell me what happened exactly. So what happened is they spent a great night together, no sex, but he was very respectful, very present. You can tell that he was still in love with her, but they were just disconnected. So she showed me the example of the text message, the way she was opening up to him. And basically she said, I love you. I love spending time with you. I can't wait to be able to see you. I want to be back with you. And when they meet in person, I asked her, what was your behavior? She said, Alex, I was a little bit cold. I was distant, like you say in your videos. And I told her, what I say in my videos, like the live today, cannot apply to everyone. You need some private coaching. That's why we are on the phone. Why am I telling you this? Because talking to her, I realized that his love languages was touch. The fact that you touch someone, you give hug, not just the intimacy, but really the idea to have someone close to you. And she was trying to convince him to get back with her with words of affirmation. I love you. I will always be there. You can trust me. And I asked her, did you try to give him a little massage? Not sensual massage, but just, just to touch him. Do you try to give him a hug? Do you try to just use your hands in his hair to show some affection? She told me, no, Alex, this is not me. And I told her, look, Miriam, this is not you, but this is the only way you would get him back. We know exactly what's going on. We know exactly what does he want. We know exactly what he's looking for. And I'm not saying that you cannot be you, but if you tell me it's not me, that's the reason why he broke up with you, because there was a lack of touch. There was a lack of affection in his mind. When you think that you're giving him everything, for him, there is a lack of affection. And so she understood. And that's when she started to get closer. She started to give him more affection, more touch. She started to let her feelings like go in a way that I want to touch him. I want to give him a little soft, caress and things like this. That's the moment they were able to reconnect. So if you watch this live, I'm honest with you. It's not something I would tell you to do in a video, because if it doesn't have these love languages, we will be needy. So usually this is not working. But that's why there is the private coaching, because we can talk about your situation. I will include the link in the chat. It's also in the description box below. We can understand, what do they want? What is their love languages? What are their emotional triggers? What are their subconscious needs? That's when we can create a tailored plan. But look, I'm doing this live because there is always a reason when someone is pulling away. There is always a reason why we are not getting the results. There is always a reason why it's not evolving the way you want. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not saying that she was making mistakes. I'm just saying she was not pushing the button that was clearly what he was expecting, what he was waiting for. And so that's why getting back with an ex is possible. You just have to push the right button. So tell me in the chat, what is your situation? Tell me, what did you do to try to get your ex back? Most of the time, it's about words. Most of the time, it's about showing love. But you're not trying to understand, what do they want? What is their love language? What is the one thing that they are expecting from you, which will give us the results that we want? And this is only coming from a place of experience. I know I have a strong French accent, but when it comes to getting back with an ex, I've coached thousands of people. I've created thousands of plans where we know what we can do without begging, without being too needy. So this amazing client named Miriam, she allowed me to talk about her situation because she got her ex back, because they were able to reconnect, and most importantly, because she understood that what she was doing, that was basically what everything was saying perfect, it was not what he was expecting. There is a lot of psychology when we talk about getting an ex back. There is a lot of the right action at the right time if you want to make that person come back to you. And if you want to learn more about my private coaching, the link is in the chat. You also have the link in the description box below. Let me be your coach and let me show you that we can have great results. Okay? I will see you very soon for a new live, but I expect you to share with me your situation, your question in the comments. I'll be there. I will tell you what to do. But the first thing first, get some information about private coaching. The link is in the description and in the chat. I will see you very soon, guys.